You ready to talk about sex today, sister? I knew you would be. So I'm curious to know, what do you call your lady bits? What do you call your girl parts? What's the name for your genitalia? I ask you this because I know we all want to be empowered women, and we all want to be able to ask for what we want in the bedroom, but we gotta have a name for it to be able to talk about it, right? Mama Gina suggests in the book Pussy, a Reclamation that we can tell about what a woman how a woman feels about her body, or what she was taught about her body, by what she calls her genitalia. And it's important to have this conversation because, I mean, we have no really systematic way to talk about our girl parts because in our culture they just haven't been talked about regularly. And Brene Brown suggests that anything that we can't talk about causes shame. That which can't be named causes shame. So because we don't have a regular way to talk comfortably about our genitalia, that's just kind of a spotlight on that we still have some growing and some embracing to do around our female bodies. And when I was a little girl, I used to call it my pee-pee because that's what I was taught to call it, but that's what made sense, right? That's where the P came out of. I didn't really need to know much more than that when I was little. But as I got older and I started to learn the scientific aspects of my body, I called it my vagina, but I never really felt comfortable with calling it my vagina. It always felt very formal, and yet I kind of felt proud of it too because it was saying that I felt comfortable with the scientific terms of my body and I wasn't going to use baby talk. And then I heard Oprah refer to it once as her vajayjay, and I really liked that. And so I called her my vajayjay for a really long time until I read the book Pussy Reclamation. And in it, she breaks down the etymology of all of the different slang and vernacular about the word, about our female genitalia. And so let me just share just a couple of them, just for fun, okay? Do you know what the word vagina actually means? The word vagina means sheath, like the thing you stick a sword into, like the thing that's empty if not being filled. And I don't know about you, but down there, I got more than just a hole that needs to be filled. I got more going on down there. So there's more than just my vagina down there. And I don't know about you, but using the word vagina in the bedroom would be kind of like using the word madam. It's just too formal and it's just not sexy. And there's an in vogue term in conscious community now, or in the yoga community, called the Yoni. And Yoni is a really beautiful term because it means creatrix of the universe. It means entry into the universe, and it's a part of sacred geometry. It's a Hindu term, and which makes the female anatomy sacred. So it's sacred geometry. It's a different way to talk about our anatomy. But Jacob doesn't really vibe with all of the aspects within yogic philosophy, and he didn't find that term sexy, and so it's not an empowering term for me to use it in the bedroom. Now, I do use it whenever I talk about my yoni during a yoga workshop because that is really appropriate, right? To be able to call her that. There's also the term cunt. Oh, did that just make you squirm? I'm gonna say it again, cunt. Pretty harsh, right? Funny story. Do you know where the etymology of that word? Do you know the etymology of that word? Either did I. Okay, so in a form of an African language, the root it actually means queen. Okay, so queen, that's like regal and beautiful. Also, another root for cunt is kundalini. And within yogic philosophy, kundalini is that divine intelligence that lies at the base of our spine that wakes up throughout life and wakes up through maturation. And so our kundalini is our divine, powerful life force. So how could that be turned into something that was dirty and bad? That's weird, right? And then there's the word pussy. And pussy, actually, when they started using the word to define our lady bits, gosh, back around the time when Puss in Boots came about, that was the time when cats on a regular basis were called a puss. And that was before genital shaving was popular, genital grooming was popular. So guess what? We're furry down there. And guess what? When we're pet, really nice, we purr, just like a kitty. And Mama Gina in Pussy Reclamation suggests that we try on the word pussy, because although it was used, there was a shift in culture to make that word be demeaning, like calling an effeminate man a pussy, using to degrade someone. That's just something the patriarchy has done to put women in their place. And so we are reclaiming the word, at least I am. Just try it on for a second, say the word, pussy. Kind of makes you smile, doesn't it? Say it again, pussy. One more time, pussy. Does it kind of make you smile? Kind of make you giggle a little bit? Yeah, it does me too, in like the most wonderful ways. And guess what? My husband thinks the word's pretty sexy himself. So I now call my pussy a pussy because she really likes to be pet. She purrs when she is nicely. And using that word makes me feel empowered, makes me feel sexy, and helps me ask what I want in the bedroom with confidence. And you know what that gets me in return? Pleasure. Who doesn't want more of that, right, ladies? Next week, we're going to continue this conversation. I hope you tune in. See you next week. Namaste. Oh, by the way, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and push the little bell so it lets you know when videos are released, because over the next couple weeks, it's all gonna be about this kind of stuff and you don't wanna miss it.